Hi, for those of you that don't know my name is Travis Whitefield, and I'll be presenting a short video of the importance of core stability. I'll also explain what my core consists of and what kind of exercises to do in order to build up core strength. Today, I have my wife, Kayla, my parents, Stephen, Irene, it's my audience, and let's have some fun.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about when we talk about the core?
Think of stomach.
The stomach? Yep. Stomach is a big part of our core because it is the midframe of our body. But when we talk about core, we're also talking about some back muscles as well as some side muscles of our body that are put together with our abdomens. Okay, so when people talk about their core, they usually tend to think about the six-pack, the chiseled ab lobe to our core. Those muscles are known as our rectus abdominis. So of course our stomach does play a huge role into building up our core. A lot of people talk about the six-pack or a chiseled abs. That is very important. But what we have is the underneath layer of our body or our core is our transverse abdominis, TVA. Okay. Next we have our internal and external obliques, which are kind of on the outside of our core here, as well as our back muscles, which are our rectus spinae group, which are three muscles that connect from the bottom of our skull down to our hips that help build up our core. And then our latissimus dorsi, those are the big fancy words that we use whenever we talk about our back core. Okay. Okay, by building up our core, we can help align our posture properly and do less harm to our back. Another reason to maintain and stabilize our core is because over time we tend to shrink over time. Our bodies degenerate, our discs kind of shrink up a little bit, so that puts more strain on our back. So if we build up our core, we are able to prevent any injuries or harm to our spinal cords. By having a strong and stable core, we are able to perform our activities of daily living, ADLs. Those kind of activities are as far as picking up my daughter, she's 2, she weighs about 30 pounds. I'm not gonna sit here and bend at the waist. I'm gonna bend at the knees and really engage the core and do a rotation. All of that just supports my back and it supports me from harming any other part of my body. Something else that's important about core strength and core stability is that our core is our midframe of our body. It helps protect any external objects from harming any internal organs. So that being said, if we were to get a baseball thrown to the side of our gut right here where the external obliques are, having a stronger core can kind of take that blow rather than our internal organs. All right, so with all that being said, anybody have any questions?
You said, how do the side muscles in the back, where do they connect at? There's 3 different ones you said?
So the 3 muscles in our back are the rectus spinae group. They connect from the base of our skull here and come all the way down to our hips. And then our latissimus dorsi, our lower lats, they're like our triangle midframe here. So if we will, you can see here on our diagram, we have, this is our rectus spinae group. And then down here is that big triangle where our latissimus dorsi is, lower lats.
And they're separate muscles?
And they are, yep. The latissimus dorsi are just right above the rectus spinae. The rectus spinae are the deep muscles within our back. Good question. Anybody else have any other questions?
And there's different exercises involved
Yes.
in strengthening each set?
Yes, so I'll be explaining a few exercises that help strengthen up our core, different exercises for our back muscles, and then different exercises for our front part of our core, anterior thirds of our core.
Awesome.
Okay, so with all that being said, I will now show some exercises and demonstrate how to build up some core strength and stability. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, to start off our core stability strengthening, we're going to start with the exercise known as the bird dog. Okay, patient will get into the quadruped position. Quadruped meaning hands and knees. Okay, so what we'll start with, you're going to lift up your left arm as well as lifting up your right leg at the same time, but right out in front of you. There you go. What this is doing, you're going to hold for about 5 to 10 seconds. He's engaging his core, his erector spinae group, as well as his lats here, his lower lats. You can go ahead and relax. We're going to alternate. Okay. There you go. 5 to 10 seconds. Relax. Usually when we do these, we can do about 2 sets of 10 on each side. Get a little burn there. But just in case, since you're my dad, I won't beat you up too much. We'll stop with that there. So our second exercise is called the plank. My wife is going to be demonstrating the simplified version of this. What this is going to do is going to help build up our rectus abdominis as well as our transverse abdominis, kind of that inner core muscle. Go ahead and get down on your forearms here. And what the simplified version is, she's starting off on her knees here. Okay. And we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. If you can do a minute, you're winning. Okay. Hope you're counting, because if not, we're going to start over.
Definitely not counting.
Okay. I'd say that's about 15 seconds. Okay, time's up. That's good. Another great exercise to perform to build up some core strength. We already worked on our rectus abdominis, kind of that inner core. We've already worked on our back muscles. So what we're going to do is kind of work our side core here, our internal and external obliques that kind of run down here. So this is called a side plank. Okay, position yourself like so and balance. You can see that the muscles are feeling a little fatigued and shaking. That's when we're building up strength there. And I'm going to stop. Okay, so with all that being said, are there any more questions? Yes, ma'am?
So if I sit on the floor, how do I manage to lift myself up?
Great question. Glad you asked. So I understand where you're coming from, because as we age, our bones do degenerate, so do our joints. So I understand you do have knee issues and knee problems. It's a great question, because it is hard. When you're on the floor, or on the ground and at work, and you're trying to pick something up, it's hard to get from that position. That's why if you just do about 5 to 10 minutes of core strengthening every day, it will become a lot easier to take more of your core to build up strength to get yourself from the floor up. So again, my name is Travis Whitefield. I just really wanted to summarize the importance of core stability and strength, and what good it can do